It's a 1717 Weston. The front concrete actually looks good. Also a nice front rail that is sturdy and attached well. A little bit of trash and debris up front, not too bad. Some broken screens, awning is fine, just maybe needs a little paint. So the front is not too bad. A little bit of chipping paint. Older and dated light fixtures. Locks have been changed to re-secure. So, you know, here, if you're looking at it, it's very dirty. I believe the tenant was here about 20 years. So we definitely need a full paint. Overall, the floors would need to be, sanded and polished. They did leave a decent amount of trash out back. Now we're gonna have, out of the deposit funds, the trash hold, and I would say a cursory cleaning. It's like a $300 mop floors, wipe down, kitchen, bath, clean windows kind of thing. The windows are actually in pretty good shape. They look like they were replaced not too long ago. There's a lot of door handles missing, door hardware. Also the vents are just kind of old and dated. I think the rest can be, cleaned up a lot with paint. This is an interesting one. The pipe is gone for the drain, so it needs some kind of new, potentially sink or vanity. The toilet has a crack in the lid. It's a new toilet. Some tiles are missing here and there. So I would see a light bath reno, clean, maybe vanity toilet, maybe redoing the floor. In this, front bedroom, just getting rid of the bed. So that's upstairs. It's a little bit of repair in the ceiling. Not too bad though. It's pretty typical for these homes. Some electric gives me a little concern, like that's tweaked sideways. So I do think having just a peek at the electric would be necessary as well. Obviously getting rid of the couch and things like that on the main level. And then a few other debris items. Kitchen is just trashed. Nothing, I don't think anything is savable. The fridge is just disgusting. The cabinets, it's just, the stove it's just gross. So kitchen-wise, I think we need to be a light reno, so appliances, some sort of counter, or gutted and left. Or just left kind of as is. And then going down to the basement. Potential floor paint. They left a decent amount of things here as well. I'm budgeting like 4 to 5 truckloads, but I think again the tenant deposit will handle that. Looking at the HVAC, couldn't quite find a year of manufacture, but it's towards the end of its life. And the water heater is, I think, from 2013, so about 10 years old, so toward the end of its life as well. Washer looks okay. It's locked. Maybe it's broken. So 2 items I saw in the basement that could give me some concern. So let's look here. The first is definitely liking the copper, and there has been some copper upgrades, but then there is some galvanized. It looks like as we follow the galvanized, there's not much of it, but it looks like it's still around, and then it goes to the outside. So potentially eliminating the galvanized, or that'd be a potential flag on an inspection item, is getting rid of the galvanized pipe. Also, I think this may be gas line, but there's potential that some of the galvanized is potentially in there. This is a gas line. So it's interesting. It's like some galvanized, some copper. So you see the copper ends here, and then we get galvanized that takes us outside. So that's just something that I think would be a consideration. There is some deterioration in the basement. Not too bad, actually. And then the only other potential structural flag that I see is when we have an exterior sump pump, and then I see a little bit of cracking and a slight bow here that should need likely to be potentially shored up. Hello. And then this is the backyard. This is enough to get you guys started with Weston. I also left a lockbox here, so if you guys wanted to come by and take a look as well. So this is 1717 Weston. Oh, last item is there is some termite damage. So definitely here, it looks like there's been some kind of sistering. So definitely termite damage on this beam and this beam. May need a little bit more investigation as well. So big items I see is obviously paint, deep clean, light bath reno, light kitchen reno, galvanized piping, termite damage, and potentially the little bit of structural on the exterior. Nothing super alarming. They all look like little patches, but those are items I think would flag a potential buyer.